We present QIVD. We ask, can the current multimodal language models trained on video, audio, and language converse with users in real time about scenes and events that are unfolding live in front of the camera? A model has access to streaming video audio. A user speaks an open ended question about the audiovisual content of their environment. A system must see, listen, and respond appropriately in real time. This involves finding the correct time to answer the question in an online streaming setting. The audiovisual information most relevant to answering the question may be present before or during the process of asking the question. In this case, the relevant action in the environment happened before as well as during the time the person asked the question. Did this hurt? The model must answer the question after being asked, since it already has the needed information. Our benchmark further requires strong spatial and temporal capabilities to answer the question. The questions often include deictic references. The needed information may appear after asking the question, as shown in this audio heavy video from our benchmark. The blue audio mark indicates the question being asked, and all of the other audio marks indicate a particular kind of audio made by the user. The system should understand and answer at the earliest time when it is confident to answer correctly. We build a high quality benchmark and dataset in the aforementioned settings. Users were instructed to ask a question about the audiovisual content and record both audio and video. Samples were annotated by transcribing the questions, answering them, marking the best timestamp to answer, and assigning them to a taxonomy based on the skills needed to answer the questions. We create a challenging benchmark of 2,900 videos. Current systems rely on modular pipelines, biased datasets, and laterally situated conversational capabilities, unlike QIVD. QIVD is also different in the kind of videos it includes compared to two closest existing datasets. Existing multimodal language models are unable to handle streaming settings. Thus, we propose Stream Quen Omni. We convert the Quen 2.5 Omni model to a streaming format by changing the way multimodal data is provided to the model. We split the audiovisual data into 1 second chunks and feed the model one chunk at a time. The model is fine tuned, where we train the vision adapter, audio adapter, and embedding layer jointly to generate a special token when it is listening and watching, and to produce an answer when it reaches the optimal time. To benchmark current state of the art LMMs, we use Streaming Whisper to transcribe the input audio in chunks, and a subset of the previous chunks are used to condition the transcription of the next chunk. The LMM then answers the question at the detected moment. The optimal time to answer the question is not always right after the question, and thus the ASR setup is a reasonable compromise given the current limitations of LMMs. We also test existing models in an offline setting with human provided optimal answer moments on transcribed questions. There's a significant performance gap between a non expert human and all the models, including state of the art systems across all categories. Humans demonstrate near perfect performance in categories where AI systems struggle significantly. The baseline models exhibit inconsistent capabilities when faced with various types of situated visual reasoning. While these models perform reasonably well on basic object detection tasks, their performance declines on tasks involving action counting, temporal sequencing, and audiovisual integration. Particularly, the gap between a non expert human and current models is in action counting, audiovisual integration, and referencing tasks. This disparity is most pronounced in tasks requiring temporal reasoning and deictic reference resolution, where humans outperform the best AI system by a large margin. The capability gap indicates that current models are optimized for static scene understanding rather than the dynamic temporal reasoning required for real time interaction scenarios. Many of these failures occur regardless of the model size or the architecture type. Our fine tuning experiments show that the performance improvement from fine tuning are not distributed uniformly across task categories. Particularly, even after fine tuning, performance on action counting remains very low, indicating that these temporal reasoning capabilities may require more sophisticated architectural inductive biases. Our dataset follows a simple question answering paradigm and thereby tests for situated understanding capabilities without being confounded by the need for multi hop conversational capabilities. The dataset also does not require any domain specific knowledge or complex reasoning skills. Yet, we show that the task is highly challenging for LMMs. We hope that QIVD will inspire and guide future research, driving the development of AI systems that can interact with humans in realistic scenarios in an online fashion.